I'd like to now turn it over to our Superintendent of Schools, Chris Borsari, who'd like to share some words.
Good evening, everybody. It's my absolute pleasure to be speaking to you as the Superintendent of the Public Schools of the Tarrytowns. Leading our diverse community of learners and dedicated faculty and staff is a sincere honor and privilege. The one thing I'm really aware of to the class of 2018 sitting here is that I'm the final impediment between being high school seniors and graduating. So I'm going to speak. I promise it won't be too long. But if you could, just listen a little bit. You might learn something that might be helpful. So, a wise man who I've known for years has often told me that life is about stages and changes. Things are not meant to remain stagnant. We're not meant to travel through life unchanged, physically, emotionally, intellectually. Many of our changes, they occur really slowly over time. They're gradual. And as a result, are almost imperceptible until their appearance takes you by surprise. Like one day when I looked in the mirror and was surprised by the man who stared back at me. All I could think was, where did all this gray hair come from? Class of 2018, unlike my changing hair color, this day, your graduation day, has come at no surprise at all. Over 13 years of schooling, you've done the work with the support of your teachers, family, and friends to ensure that you would be sitting here in the fashionable red and white robes and those funny hats. Today, through this ceremony, our community is acknowledging that this stage of your life is reaching its triumphant conclusion and also celebrating the potential which you embody as you go off to face a new challenge or new challenges and opportunities. It all represents a statement of confidence and best wishes as you begin anew. On this day, tradition dictates that I impart some final words of wisdom or advice that may, if you're listening, provide some benefit to your future. Never a simple task. However, this year, I'd like to share a very simple and personal message, which I believe, if acted upon, can have a profound impact upon your future success and happiness. When given the opportunity, choose humility and kindness over arrogance and intolerance. Humility can best be defined as not thinking or acting as you are better than others. Often people will confuse humility with acquiescence or timidity, and therefore see it as a weakness rather than a strength. They'll tell you it is better to be bold, brash, confident. However, I would argue that humility will make you a better listener, student, partner, leader, and friend. I often tell people that I approach any interaction as if I'm the least knowledgeable person in the room. And it's not because I lack confidence in my intellectual ability, but alternatively, because that approach to human interactions allows me to be more open to differing opinions and alternative solutions, and thereby makes me more confident and effective in all that I do. Author C.S. Lewis captured the essence of my message to you when he stated, humility is not thinking less of yourself, but thinking of yourself less. We were all taught about kindness from the earliest age. Be nice to others, share with your friends, lend a hand to those in need, treat others how you would want to be treated. We've all heard or used these statements in support of being kind to others. Sometimes we do so begrudgingly because others seem to expect it. What I encourage you to do is to embrace kindness as a guiding principle in your lives. It is amazing how rewarding it can be to bring happiness to other people. In our often hectic and busy lives, it is incredible how simple acts of kindness can ground and comfort you. English poet William Wordsworth wrote, "The best portion of a man's life is his little, nameless, unremembered acts of kindness and love." These are not about recognition and notoriety, but rather about personal satisfaction and contentment. The opportunities before you are boundless, and I'm confident your time in our schools has prepared you well for the future. My confidence is not merely rooted in the fact that you've received an excellent education. been given the opportunity to explore a variety of interests, or learn to succeed as an individual or a member of a group, but rather because of the community which you have been nurtured by and which you have helped to shape. This community, which celebrates the diversity found among us, provides support for neighbors in need, and stands up against intolerance, it expects its members to demonstrate their commitment to personal growth as well as their humanitarian concern for others. As a class, you have a documented record of collaboration and service, including collecting school supplies for Clear Creek High School in Houston following Hurricane Harvey, peacefully organizing in support of school safety in the wake of the tragic Parkland shooting, competing in the Unhunger Games to benefit hunger relief, and supporting the annual End the Word events here at Sleepy Hollow, and so many, many more. I encourage you to maintain your commitment to serving others, as it is in fact the embodiment of the humility and kindness I mentioned earlier. As you move on and become members of new and varied communities, I trust that you will carry the Hollow with you and will accept nothing less than enlightened leadership and a commitment to self and others from all those you encounter. At this time, I'd like to call to the podium Board President Mrs. Mimi Godwin,